Hello everyone, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel.
Welcome to part 3 of our electrical trench saga.
Hopefully this will be the end of the digging of the trench.
Yes, please don't say any more, don't jinx us. What we are doing is smiling. First of all, it is a new day. We have slept, we have recharged our batteries, and we are raring to go. A little bit earlier today, Angela did a little bit of running an errand. Tell everybody what you did there.
I went and picked up a 12-inch bucket for the excavator so we can dig with it in addition to hammer time with it.
Right. Hammer session is over though. It is now time to dig it. So yes, we decided to add on another day's rental. We lucked out. We have literally just one day. And Angela got the 12-inch bucket, which is narrower than our trench. So hopefully we can just scratch out what we need and be done with it.
So to start this whole thing out, we need to go ahead and get the hammer off of the excavator. It is, as they said, about 500 pounds, so it's not something that we can just easily move. So let's see how that goes.
The reason I just hammered the spike into the ground is so hopefully when I disconnect, it will stay put. It's like the earth is the special holder for the hammer. That way when we're done, we can reconnect it and let them load it on the trailer. The reason I reached my arm out so far is so that short Sam can reach the hydraulic hoses here. Otherwise they were way too tall. So to disconnect this, you've got some pins here. All right, that's a big washer.
I hope you don't get soaked.
Me too, but don't get too close. That way I take it and whatever. Hopefully quick disconnect is not a leaky disconnect.
Yeah!
Sweet! That's like the best thing of this whole project. I was expecting to get a face full. Push to connect. Oh, okay. That's cool. And so you don't get them mixed up. You got female and male hoses, whatever. Stick it in the hole, so hopefully I don't rip it off.
Are you going to be able to leave it right there, though?
Nope. Test. Did you guys pass that test too? I feel like it should be easier than this. I feel like I'm not doing this right. Alright, I'm gonna curl the bucket, see if you can wiggle this. If I do anything, it gets loose.
Okay.
Keep your hands clear. There's probably about 1,000 experts screaming at us. You're typing away. You're telling us how to fix this, but guys, we're not gonna see it in time. Either we appreciate it. Leave in the comments on how to do this. It helps somebody else if they're looking at this. Although, I don't know who's coming here for instruction, but I don't know. People get lost. Oh, that's what this is.
What?
I bet it slides out. It's like it's spring loaded, like you're supposed to put a pin or a bar through it, I guess. I don't know. It was probably painful to watch, wasn't it, guys? Well, we got it done. That's all that matters. Now my extension is stuck. Oh, I bet that's what that is.
What?
Oh, the things you figure out once it's not needed.
Well, we're about to have to put something back on it, so.
I bet you do that. And
then
you put a bar
something.
here. Not a finger.
It would chop it off.
Okay, I think that'll help us connect it better. Chop towel time. In the back of our multi-purpose minivan, we have ourselves a 12-inch bucket. Now, I'm not one to brag, but I'm about to brag. Angela says the guys loaded it up with a picker, like a cherry picker, dingo type machine, not muscles. Well, I'm gonna be a man. I'm gonna throw my back out probably, but I'm gonna pick it up myself and put it here on the ground.
Don't drop it on your toes. It's not too bad.
No, it's fine.
Yes.
There we go. Now tell me whenever I'm lining up with the other pin.
A little bit more. Whoa. There you go.
Did you get it?
I think I did it backwards.
There's no backwards in construction. It's just the opposite direction. Sweet. That was not as difficult as we were afraid. It's cool. Now we know how it works. Now that it's all done. But hey, next time we'll be faster. Now we are going to do what has historically been difficult for us, and that's hooking up hydraulic lines. We had one pop off in an excavator that we rented a long time ago, and it was a nightmare getting it back on. Fingers crossed, these are easy. Ah! Not the red wire, the blue one. Please, please be amazingly easy. Nope. Okay, that was pretty easy. Yay! This is the one that popped off that other excavator. It's high pressure, I guess. Alright, we're going to have to work the joysticks to relieve the pressure as I push this on.
We'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, bye guys. Alright guys, the thumb attachment is hooked up, and I don't know if you're ever going to have this model, but if you do and your thumb doesn't work, there's a lever on the front of the machine. Either way, called the rental place, said guys, my thumb's stuck, and they told me how to fix it. I'm gonna head over to the trench. I'm gonna dig it out. I won't say this will be super quick because I'll probably clean it out and then I'll clean up a lot because I'm a little OCD and I want to make sure this is the last time we rent a piece of machine for this. But either way, let's go on over there, watch me dig it really quickly, and then we'll do something else, right?
Right. We are in the area that used to have a home on it many years ago, and probably 2 decades ago it got knocked down and just trashed. So Elijah brought the metal detector out here, and he's been metal detecting. Found those 2 really cool things, and so we're going to look a little bit too. And if you look closely in the distance, you can see Sam on the excavator. So that's pretty neat. So let's go around right over here and see if we can find anything with the metal detector.
Okay, where I push down the grass, the huge circle.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. I think I found something.
Let's see.
I hadn't got it yet.
Okay. Right underneath right here.
Okay. I like how dry the grass is, so I can just scrape it.
Hold on. So while most of this can be called junk, it was really neat. We have an iron bar that we found. It was almost laying on top of the ground. This could be from some type of metal pot or a fender off of something, but that's a pretty big piece, didn't it?
Yeah.
We found a really old square nail, so that's pretty cool. And then what we showed you before.
And a piece of coal.
Yep. Along with a lot of bricks from where they tore down the house and I guess left a lot of the rubble. But again, it was really cool to come out here and do that. Did you have fun, Elijah?
Yeah.
All right, we've reached the time where we can actually start gluing some conduit and putting it into place. I'm going to start off here at our box pad, taking our 2.5-inch conduit and attaching our 36-inch radius elbows. The conduit is cleared on one end, which is nice, so it allows me just to glue it in place without to use couplers. And I'm going to go ahead and do 2 sticks with the elbows, set them in place first. That way I know how much to backfill my trench with gravel, set the box pad, and we can keep on going from there. One way to the pole, to the road, one way this way to the other pole, to the house.
All done.
I'm just going to do it by hand. I'm probably going to break something. It's not working that great either. Ta-da! Oh, I can smell the glue coming through here. There's like a Puff the Magic Dragon pipe here. Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Whoa! That's a heavy piece of pipe! Yeah, every bit of that glue, the vapors are coming right out of this pipe. Let me hold it for a second. There you go. That's it. Excelente, señorita. Muy bueno. Purdy.
Hallelujah, it's finally in. Now we just got another little one to do.
And by little you mean 100 feet, but the 200's done.
No, I mean like the 1-inch pipe.
Okay, even more. Alright guys, we're going to call it a day because it has been a long day. We got the trench completely cleaned out. We got the 2.5 and the inch conduit put down. Our box pad, our rock for the box pad, and that's really good. What we have left to do for tomorrow is run from the box pad to the house, also set our meter base on a pole, set the meter box on the pole, and connect stuff up conduit wise there. And then we get to call for our inspections, trench inspections. After that, after they give us the thumbs up, we're all good, then we can backfill all of this. But we're still a day or two away from that. Either way, feel pretty accomplished with today. We have beaten and overcome the rock nemesis, and we can take that and just enjoy the rest of the evening. So, you guys do the same. See you in 1 second, which will be tomorrow for us, but 1 or 2 seconds for you guys. Well guys, another day down in the trench. The box pad is leveled. That took a little bit of time, but it's level. It's sitting on its base correctly. We've got the 2.5-inch conduit stubbed out already. What you're seeing me doing now is 1-inch conduit. This is for future expansion that is required by the power company. There is no anticipated use for it right now, but they said in the future, if they get fiber optic internet, which is in the works, that they want the conduit put in place, so they went ahead and made it a new regulation for all new installs. So that was great. Not really. It's another $700 in conduit that we didn't plan on buying, didn't want to buy, because we have internet through Verizon out here, but whatever. Just the requirements. So keeping on digging. All right, I want to show you guys a little trick that I come up with as far as where I need to connect the conduit to the box pad that's already in the ground, but I don't want to have to glue every bit of the conduit from inside the trench. I give myself about 40 feet, so 4 pieces of 10-foot conduit glued up, laid beside the trench, and then I laid a rake across the trench about 25 or 30 feet down. What this allows me to do is pull the pipe or conduit down into the trench, glue up my piece like I need to, yet it keeps it out of the trench on the end that we still need to add on to. It's a little field trick that we came up with yesterday. Works really well, and it's a lot better than trying to shimmy down there every 10 feet and glue, every 10 feet and glue. So, especially down here, because we got some rain a couple of days back and there's water down there, you don't want to get down in there. Although it might feel pretty good today. It's 95 degrees, but I'm not ready to be stuck in the mud, literally, just yet on this project. A lot of times in these videos with these projects, especially the outdoor projects lately, I will work up until I just can't stand the heat anymore, and I'll wait a while and come back out in the evening. That's exactly what I've done today. I was out here working on the box pad this morning. I kind of stopped at around 2 o'clock, and it's now 7 o'clock, and I'm back out here working again. I have everything done in the box pad, done for our inspection, which hopefully I'll be able to call for tomorrow. I now get to move towards the residential side of our box pad. This is also the point where we step down from high voltage, which is the road to here, to normal 240 volt residential service from the box pad to the house. At this point is where the trench regulations changed. We only had to bury it 3 feet deep, but at this point I kept rocking and rolling. I was not going to stop at 3 feet because I didn't know what I'd run into, and I ended up probably doing it about 5 feet deep. Oh well, it is what it is. I have all of my conduit glued up pretty much to the point where it's now time to go down to the house and set our post into the ground that our power meter will be attached to. This is what's known as a meter base in the world of that we're living in, electrical world, I guess. So let's go ahead and get our tools, make sure we don't leave anything out here in the field, and I'll see you guys down at the house where I'll start to dig the hole, to pour the concrete, to set the post, to put the meter on, to hopefully get this thing done today or at least tomorrow morning. And then we get it inspected. I'm down at the trench right here at the house. For followers of our channel, real time, yes guys, the block wall foundation, we made it happen and it was finished today. So awesome sauce. There'll be a video on that coming up, so don't worry, we'll show you guys that when it's time. What I'm doing now is literally taking a hammer, the claw hammer portion, and using it as a pick to chisel away some of this dirt here to give myself a square edge, enough room for the conduit to run up and for me to set my post and everything to line up correctly with the thimble we put through the block wall already for the main power into the home.
It's heavy.
Well, don't fill it up so much.
I'm helping you like this. No, Isaac, it's really hard to do this. You won't be able to do much.
I'll pick it up and I'll drop it down. You're just stabilize it so it doesn't flip over. Okay? Do you get hurt?
No.
Sweet. This is reality, guys, of doing your own grunt work. Sorry, I look like crap because I feel like it, and I'm just trying to push through to get this part done. So enjoy the show other than this. We're all done for tonight. I got all the pipe laid in the trench. It is all connected from the pole all the way down to here, with the exception of two last coupler unions that I'm going to do in the trench. Once everything is all routed, said and done, connected to the meter base. I'm going to connect everything to the meter base, take it down through the elbow into the trench, and then splice them out there. I don't want to shortchange myself anywhere up here. It was a big pain, and it was a very difficult dig out to be able to get the meter base to fit and straddle between where the power needs to come up and where the thimble goes through the house. Either way, it's going to be it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Sit tight. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the conclusion of piping the trench. I don't know. And connecting our meter base too. Pretty cool stuff. Welcome back to the next day. We are bound and determined to finish this out. Hopefully it won't take us maybe 30 minutes at most. Then we're gonna call and get our inspections done. Maybe today, or if nothing else, get them on the roster to come out tomorrow to inspect it all. Tell us how awesome of a job we did. Ask what professional did it. And then just allow us to cover it up.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it looks like,
well,
okay.
we are going on 2 weeks, I believe.
About 2 weeks.
Of having the trench opened up. And now it is like crumbling on the sides. We don't want to jump across because it may give way with you.
Yeah,
so
it's become dangerous.
We are very much ready to fill it in.
Absolutely. Plus, I think in the last video there was some comments floating around about the movie The Money Pit and how you do know that movie through
I do.
being married to me. You were
Yes.
exposed to it. Yeah, so how long has that trench taken? About 2 weeks.
Oh, that's true.
And then the saying from the movie where, what are they, testing dynamite out here?
We could have.
That's how it looks. Yeah, that or I don't know, we're digging a torpedo trench.
They may have thought you had dynamite when you were using the jackhammer excavator thing.
I wish I had some. That would have been fun. Dangerous, but still fun.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
All right, we're just yakking. Let's go ahead and hop down in the trench, or I guess I will, and let's get this done.
Woohoo! Let's go. Yesterday we were very tired whenever we put up the bracing, and we put the bracing in the way of the mainline conduit coming up. So we're gonna have to make more bracing to be able to take off this bracing. How many more times can I say bracing? Bracing! I'm a dork.
To permanently attach the meter base, I'm going to be using some, I think these are maybe 3-inch. These are the construction lag screws we used when we did our TV cabinet, our DIY TV stand. Remember back when we lived in a house? Anyway, I've got a handful of those left over, so I'm going to use those. They're super strong. They're weather. Come on, I'm trying to pull it off. Yes, I just dropped it, but come on.
No, what I laugh at is you dropped it and you just go, well, yeah, blah, blah, blah.
You did too. We both did. Neither one of us is picking that one up right now.
Oh, come on.
Either way, these are weather treated, good for use outdoors. They're not indoor only screws. We just use them for our TV stand when we built it. Let's go. This meter base combo box allows for service entrances from above in case you use like a weatherhead and aerial lines. We're not doing that, so I'm just putting these covers on them that comes with it before I mount it up there on our post, because this will be over Sam's head at that point. Whoa. What's happening? Don't you go nowhere. Alright, this is called an expansion joint or an expansion sleeve. It is required in our area. Whoops, I haven't glued it in, obviously. But it's required in our area. That way, in case you have any settling or movement of your power trench, this will slide and expand instead of pulling things apart. So that's what that giant thing is. I just put a coupler on our 36-inch radius elbow. It's like a woolly mammoth's tusk down here. Now the next thing to do is kind of line this up what length I want and cut a piece of pipe just to fill the gap here, and we're almost close to being done with the full conduit connections. There we go. Thank you. Finger stuck?
No.
All right. Good.
Did it go up enough?
Yes. Before I cover up this, I want to show it to you guys in case you've never seen this before. The way this box works, and most meter bases work, you have power coming in from your power company. Sometimes it's from above, sometimes below, which is our case. It then comes into this spider looking thing. Your power company wires will attach one hot here, one hot there, and your neutral there. Usually it's just a 3-wire connection from your utility. This 4 plugs, this is where your meter, your power meter, literally plugs in and connects the 2 circuits together, energizing your board. So when they pull your meter, that's why your power doesn't work. Or even though you have all of this hooked up, if the meter's not in here, that's why it doesn't work. One thing I really like about this box is that it has a very good separation between your house circuitry and your utility circuitry. There is, of course, obviously a barrier here, solid metal. There's also the cover that goes over here. But in addition, they have these clear plastic covers that really just about prohibits and prevents you from muddling around and putting your fingers on the high voltage, high amperage wires and connections that will always be live. Even if you switch off your master breaker, this is still going to have power to it. I really like this box that they give you this extra layer of safety, which is very nice as you're in here working as a homeowner or an electrician doing this kind of stuff. It's just nice to have that safety net. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this back up though, because we need to have it covered up to keep it weather tight and clean, but I just want to show you guys that before we covered it up.
We are under our trees here. I have to say, I'm getting kind of excited learning what some of these trees are. We have some hickory nuts right here, and then we have an oak above us, and there is a huge elm on the side that has the tree swing in it.
Yep. And then of course we have other trees that I can't think of.
We have a lot of the hickory nuts that fall, and I learned something. They only fall or only get nuts every other year. So last year they didn't have nuts, this year they do.
Nice.
So that's
okay, well here's
neat.
the question that automatically comes to mind. How do we harvest and preserve?
I haven't looked into that yet.
We need to get on the ball, sister.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a biannual, is that what it is? Biannual harvest? Every other year?
Biannual is twice a year.
So,
I don't know. Biennial? I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
half annual? I don't know, multiply by halves, right? So
But-
we...
go
okay.
ahead.
No, go-
I don't know.
So anyway, I want to make sure, I mean, we can
Harvest some.
harvest them, save them, I don't know.
Are they like chestnuts? Can you roast them?
Over an open fire.
We have some pecan trees that we have yet to plant. We have found, oddly enough, a couple of pecans in the woods by themselves, but we have not located a pecan tree in the woods yet.
Which is weird. How do they get there?
But
This isn't an area where it'd be like a food plot for deer hunting or anything.
no,
It's not really like people collect and give pecans to deer. That would be expensive.
it's exciting going through the woods for us. And since we had an excavator over the past week or two, Sam did go through the woods, kind of one of those off-camera things, and cleared out some more of the underbrush, which includes briars and poison oak. So it was like a needed thing.
Yes, and I leveled the ground with the blade.
So it allows us to be able to walk through a lot more, and I don't know, it makes it look a lot more friendly to go through. Only the front corner right behind the house though. We have left.
Well, no. Okay, yeah, this is the most open part. because this is behind the house. We want to make it our backyard, kind of flow between.
So I wouldn't even say it's a quarter of the woods that we've cleared out.
No.
We want to leave a lot of it wild, but this is nice that the boys can go through and play and we can still see them. Or have like parties in there or whatever, because you know we're totally the partying type.
Oh yeah. Actually, okay, we have talked and we have said we would love to build back in that way. There's kind of a clearing. We want to build either a gazebo or like, I don't know, a block concrete fire pit with some porch swings surrounding it. I think it would be cool to have an axe throwing arena, which, hey, why not? Let's just go big, right?
Yeah, why
Not
not?
that- I mean-
We plan on being here a while.
That's right, throwing axes. That sounds great. Elijah has a dartboard. He'd love to have his dartboard out there.
Yes.
Why not? We got the space. Anyway, we are like squirreled off to the
Sorry,
max.
that was a little bit of a rabbit hole.
Wow. It's all right. It feels good under the trees. And so we'll get back on topic now.
Well, we are totally excited that we have our trench done. We do not have to go down there and do work anymore.
Called for our inspection, and we have 2 inspections. We have one that is the power company. They will inspect from the road to the transformer box pad. That's the high voltage lines. Then we have the state electrical inspector who will inspect from the transformer box pad to the home's power meter base, the pole. So we're waiting on 2 inspections. Probably we'll get the one from the power company tomorrow, and then the other one, the electrical inspector, has up to 72 hours to get to us. So sometime this week we'll get the thumbs up, the thumbs down, and hopefully just be great and backfill on the trench, because it is a giant scar on our property. It is not safe because it is starting to deteriorate. We don't let the boys anywhere near it anymore. We don't even want to go around it anymore. So we're just ready to have
Cover
it
it up.
behind us. Yeah. On one sense, it's kind of sad to put all that money and work in something and cover it up, but we're at the point where we're excited about covering up
We are.
because our property will look less crazy. Well, it definitely feels good to have this done, and we're not electricians. We're not, I don't know, trenchologists, at least when we started, but I think we got that notch under our belt and we could say, yeah, we can do it, but we don't ever want to have to do that again.
No, please.
Definitely not.
Well, we wanted to take a moment to say thank you to all the people out there that gave us donations to help with the trench cost and excavator cost and all that. We really appreciate it, and personally I thought it was so sweet and just very touching.
A shock. Yeah.
So thank you.
We did not make that other video as emotional, I guess, for any intention other than just to share
Show real life, not
legit emotions.
feast on smiles.
Right. It was perfect. It's all great. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Our channel is one that is very real. We've actually met a couple of viewers, a couple of you guys. We met you in person, and I had the luxury of saying, okay, I have a question. Are we like in person how we appear on our videos? And you answered yes. And to me, that was a really big compliment. Because I feel like I really want to just show us. We're not putting on some kind of fancy parade or show. We're not trying to spin or twist plot lines. And so hearing that we're like we are on video in person was awesome. And then you guys doing that when we didn't even have the thought or notion was, I don't know.
The premiere was actually an accident.
Right. That live chat premiere was me clicking the wrong button and saying, whoops.
Well, I guess we're gonna sit down and do a premiere. And we just had the time to do it, so.
It works. I think a lot of people enjoyed it though. It is cool. If you don't know what a video premiere is, it's where we can publish a video, and the first time it is viewed, it is a live viewing between all of us, and we can all chat with each other live, real time. We don't always do that, but I don't know. Maybe we could try and start a little bit here and there. We'll see. We're so scattered with our schedule. We don't know what's up or down.
I know whenever we finished our kitchen, we also did a live stream and showed it off at the last.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something that we can do whenever we finish the bedroom. I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see if our internet will handle it out here and stuff like that.
It is a lot slower.
But hey, we have that 1-inch conduit in the trench. if they
For an upgrade.
ever give internet. Although we were told that's like 2 or 3 years away, maybe.
Well, guys, thanks for coming along as we finished up the trench and got a lot more done. Yes.
Yep.
If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, we will see you guys next time on the homestead.
See you guys.
Bye.
Welcome back to the next day. It is the next day. Yeah. There's an easier way. I know there is, but we're not excavator. What are you filming down there?
No, I'm getting you.
You feel like you're pointing at my belly. Jeez. Oompa Loompa cam. What are you doing? Illegal laundry.
It's not illegal when you're hanging up wet laundry.
True. Hey, no. Sit to the flock. Are you ready? Hello. It echoes back. I can't see anything. Is it good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I don't care. I'm like looking and I'm tilting more to match and it's getting worse. Alright, let me shoot all that again. This hat is insane.
See you.
I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm not wearing my American sombrero. The camera sees me fine. What is it? It's like a American flag bonnet. Like, hi, I'm Baby New Year? No, I don't know. Jeez. Oh wait, hey hon, you want a convertible?
The meter with the hat on it looks like a monster with his mouth open. He has one eye and he has a hat.
Is it Recyclops?
Why Recyclops?
Because that's another reference from pop culture. It's from The Office, where Dwight celebrates Earth Day, becomes Recyclops. Whatever. I don't think I like the patch either.
I told you we could take it off.
I think we should. Oh, it's so hot. It's so hot outside. The iron-on patch is being unironed on.
Oh, look.
It's almost sweet. I don't know. Is that California's flag or whatever?
I don't know.
It's
You just
camera.
hit the camera.
Wow, in your face. What?
I would have laughed.
Well, this is where we get all cocky and happy, and this one really goes like Old Faithful. It's tighter. What's going on? Push to connect. Oh, it's okay. That's cool. Please tell me you're recording for that one.
Yes.
Nice. ABR, always be rolling. Ready?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I can't fit in there with my hat. Are you getting this? This is gold. You gotta film this, honey. You ready? I'm having to walk up on my shoulders. Man. And no, this is not 4 feet. Okay, guys?
He's a hobbit.
Might be. Samwise, the plumbing glue huffer in the ground.
I'm glad it's covered up.
Glad
Your
what's covered?
hat is as wide as the ditch.
Here, watch out. I'll start a new TikTok sensation.